A lot of them are very scared tonight, and the police say this was a brutal crime. The student was found on the sidewalk, unconscious. It is very wet. You're looking at about 2 to 3 inches of rainwater. It's not a pond. It is not a lake. It's actually a resident's front lawn here in Fountain Inn. And they are not alone tonight. A lot of tears tonight, but they are staying strong. They believe she can still come home safe. Some say the features of an iPhone are completely underused for self-defense, like the camera that can be used to record the face of your attacker. Synthetic marijuana, they were found earlier last month by the police department. And also take a look at the outside of this building. Deputies say tonight that somebody had also tried to scratch off or remove the serial number on that gun that was involved in this incident. It just comes up to my knees, and these wheels are actually just about 16 inches. Since I'm the self-professed zombie expert, I'm going to give you guys a look at what this attraction actually looks like. Obviously. And this, if you can believe it, is actually just a portion of all of her supporters. It's a place many have been talking about recently, but fewer dare to visit. More than 50 make up this little city, and the people who live here are family. They work to help each other out. They even equally divide the community's generous donations. In part, it's thanks to this man.
They call me the governor down here, and I try to make sure everybody gets an equal cut.
With the help of his wife, who has been by his side for a long time.
Me and her have been married 32 years, been together 35. We came down here on our anniversary, 32 years.
They keep order here and make sure everyone gets what they need. But as the temperatures turn to freezing, there's one type of donation that's become their most prized possessions: heat.
This tank has 110 hours of heat. 110 hours.
They say they've got plenty of food and clothes thanks to the community, but now they're in desperate need for heaters and propane tanks. They're so important, in fact, when they're delivered by Good Samaritans like this pair today.
Y'all, 2 names.
They're raffled off.
And Brandy!
For now, it's like hitting the jackpot.
I'll let you go.
But when the temperatures fall to single digits this week, it'll be a necessity.
We need heat, but need it bad. There's 5 or 6 of us got heat down here. There's 50 of us that don't.
This little city says they're just doing their best to spread the wealth they have and survive the cold. Weighing in at 21 pounds, flashing a dangerous smile, and a mighty tug. During arts and crafts, recess, and snack time, 1-year-old Wyatt is fighting against an invisible enemy, a disorder that's called transverse myelitis. It left him paralyzed earlier this year.
Put it in.
But as you can see, it hasn't stopped him. He's already won back the use of his upper body.
He's progressing great. He's only been here a couple of months, and we've seen huge gains.
And the arms that first pumped these wheels are keeping him moving.
His arms are a lot stronger. He's able to do a commando crawl. He drags his body across the ground.
His therapists say reaching, standing, pulling for him is hard work, but you wouldn't be able to tell it just by looking at his face.
Quack, quack, quack. He's always smiling, and he's very motivated to work hard.
But there's still one fight Wyatt hasn't won yet.
Initially, the thought of him having to be in a wheelchair was devastating. Now it's just a part of who he is. We're okay with that.
A neuromuscular electrical stimulator device helps contract and strengthen his leg muscles in therapy. But he still has no feeling in them. They're hoping one day Wyatt will walk on his own. But no matter what, his family says he's already won the biggest fight by inspiring others with a huge grin and a big fight from a little body.
You never want your child to be a poster child for an illness. But it brings me comfort to know that there's a reason that Wyatt got sick, that something good's going to come out of this, that it's not going to be a disease that people don't know about.
Nikki, what do you have to say?
Well, first of all, he says he wasn't the one that posted that video, and he wasn't proud of what happened. He says he really does love his dog, and he hopes others can learn a lesson from this.
Anger took over me, and I'm sorry about that.
Maybe you recognize this place, the hallway that appears in this shocking viral video. We have to warn you, it's graphic, so we edited it down to show just a few seconds and removed its sound. Steron Glover told us tonight it's a glimpse of him at a time that he's not proud of. He says he came home to a chewed up carpet, furniture, and electronics, then reacted with anger.
The video y'all saw, they trying to portray it like it's something that's really not. The dog tore up my house, and I disciplined the dog. I see I went too far, and I apologize for that.
But he claims he's not the monster people think he is.
He's well taken care of. It's not like he was mistreated in any way. He got disciplined a little bit, but it's not as far as people think it is.
The good news tonight, tail wagging and full of energy. 7-month-old pit bull puppy Guap is now at Greenville Animal Care, doing just fine.
It was thoroughly x-rayed and checked out by our emergency clinic, and they did not notate any broken bones or any kind of injuries that they could see.
Today, he wasn't shy. He even licked my feet. But employees there say he'll need some recovery time.
He does seem to be a little bit apprehensive of men initially, but then he seems to, once he realizes he's safe, he seems to be okay. Plus, he's a young guy, so he's probably going to bounce back just beautifully.
We're told he's already got a good home waiting for him, which is what his former owner wanted to hear.
I wish the best for the dog, and whoever gets the dog, because you have a really nice dog.
Now, even though Guap has already found a new home, Animal Care says they see several cases of abuse that don't get this kind of attention, and they need willing adopters for those pets, too.